Hello, is anybody there? I'm trying to see if my live is up. I was definitely having computer problems. Very good. Okay, so I am live. Very good. I apologize. I'm still learning the back portion of this OBS system. So you have to use a streaming service in order to be able to stream live. Well, here I am. Welcome in. Is there anybody here? Hello, Angelina. India. Wow, good morning. Yeah, I was having problems. So in order for me to be able to go live on YouTube, you have to have like a streaming service. I don't know if you are familiar with how all this live streaming stuff works. But they have this free program that you can work with called OBS. Well, it may be free, but it's quite technical. And so they had me change all of these settings. Well, come to find out my settings wouldn't work. So I had to set them back to the way that I had them in order for me to go live. But I'm good. How are you? And I don't know if there is a lag. Is there a lag from the time that you hear me talking to when you are writing? I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move my chat closer to me and see if this helps. So do you have a question for me today that you would like me to look at? I can definitely pull cards to see what's going on. Yay. Okay, good. I think that's what I'll do. I'll start off our reading with just pulling cards to find out what we should be aware of today. I don't know if you are aware of what's going on here in my country, but our President Trump was just finished one of his trials, and they convicted him of 34 counts. That just happened just a little while ago. And of course, everybody's going to be up in arms about that. So the fallout will be coming, right? Crazy times. Okay, what's your question, ma'am? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to change my view as well. So you can see the cards as I lay them down, and you can still see me. May I know what's coming towards me in my love life? Is my ex coming or a new person? I'm currently in no contact with my partner. Okay, we can look at love and relationships. I actually do have some cards for that as well. I remember last time we got lots of love and relationship cards. Okay, here we go. What does Angelina need to know about her love situation? Is her previous person coming back, or is someone new coming in? What does she need to know for her highest and best, please, Spirit? Okay. Here we go. So your first card is, so this card is a card of sadness, and this could be representing what your energy is right now. This is a loss, so it may feel to you as though you have a loss of this relationship, that you would like to return to this relationship if possible. I do see that a new opportunity is coming in. That's what the Ace of Cups is representing. And then the Ten of Cups. So I do feel as though love is coming in. I'm not exactly sure that it's the same person that you were involved with, because I don't know what your situation is. But I do see here that with this Ace of Cups, this is a new opportunity coming in. This is a brand new direction. It does have that Cups energy, and the Cups energy are all about your emotions. Those are all your feel-good energies. And then your last card ends up with this Ten of Cups, which is happy home, happy life. So I feel as though whoever this next person that is coming in towards you is going to be your fit, and it looks like in the long term there is potential there, should you decide that you want that, is family. Now, the thing that's the hardest for me is to figure out timing, because timing is the most difficult thing to predict here in tarot. So did that answer your question? I can also pull a card from, I've actually combined two decks here for love and romance. So I'll pull another card for you from this deck just to see what else they want you to know, okay? Let's see what we've got. Okay, so what does she need to know about her love life? What does she need to know about this ex-partner? Is that person coming back? Is someone new coming in? I feel like somebody new is coming in. I feel like it's new love. But let's see what the cards say. Okay. Let's put you over here. Cut the deck. Change. Big heart. Okay, here we go. So your first card is the change card. So I'm going to put it up here so you can really see the wording. I don't know if you can read it, but it says, change, not willing to change. I'm able to rise above conflict, better and brighter days ahead. So I think that coincides with that 5 in terms of that guy is not coming back. But it says big heart, they truly mean well. It's just not meant to be. The love you had was real, right? And then your last card is promise of love. Believe there is someone meant just for you. A soulmate and a sacred search. So that confirms exactly what I was saying, that yes, somebody new is coming in. And I do feel as though it is going to be a really good fit for you. However, it's not going to be the person that you are no longer with. Okay. Okay, so if there's anyone else in the chat and you have a question, you might want to speak up. I can't see on my end if is anybody there. Thank you. You're very welcome. Because this is this upside down? They are, okay. This back-end platform doesn't show me that information. Okay, so I think I'm gonna pull cards here just for a general reading and see if anybody else joins us tonight. Okay. What do we need to know, Spirit, in this moment for the collective? What will be helpful for us to help us be guided, to help us have clarity, understanding, help us feel more secure, help us relax in knowing that you've always got our back. Let's see what comes up. Oh, we have the Justice card. So the Justice card is about legalities. That's exactly what we've just went through here in our United States. But it's also about truth and integrity and justice. And many are now saying they don't believe in our justice system after what they just did with Donald J. Trump. New starts. So it looks like new starts. Hi, Cheryl. Welcome in. Thank you for being here. How are you today? Okay, so it looks like this Justice card is here. And, you know, we just, like I was just saying, that we just had that verdict against Donald J. Trump, who was our former president, who many believe is our commander-in-chief at this time. We'll find out as time moves on. So I do feel as though this is going to really take up a lot of the news cycle for the next few days. So we will be facing the repercussions of all of that, right? But the guidance is that we still need to be grounded. We still need to be centered. And we need to take on the vibration of the Fool. Now, the Fool, you can look at it as the Fool's journey, or you can look at it as the hero's journey, depending on your point of view. This is actually a beautiful card. It does have the gold behind it. It does say that the sun will shine on us, but we just have to trust. So this is my trusting in spirit card. So if you can see, the guy's ready to walk off the cliff. He has no cares in the world, right? He's just going to go about his day, right? With his trusty dog who absolutely loves him, great companionship. But I feel as though what Spirit is really saying is you just got to be aligned with your highest and best and recognize that all the things that are happening right now are happening for a reason, and that all the truth and integrity that is meant to come out definitely is going to surface for us to look at. So then we look at this Two of Wands. The Two of Wands energy is decisions, choices that need to be made. And the story of this guy is he's in his castle. He has gone out and he's created his wealth and his opulence and all the stuff. And now he is bored because he's kind of wondering, well, have I seen everything there is to see? Do I want a new adventure? And so kind of what this choices are about is, what is it that makes us feel passionate and creative and all of those things? And then we can make our choices moving forward. As you can see, he's got the world in his hand right here. But I always feel that there's always room for more, especially, I feel like we're always constantly learning as, souls and bodies. And that's kind of the energy that I'm picking up with this card. And then we do have this nostalgia card. Now, this nostalgia card is my card about children too. So it's kind of that innocent place that we can be, where we learn how to really allow our inner child out. Many of us have put walls around our heart, our walls around our inner child, and we don't allow ourselves to play like we once did when we were children. And kind of what this card is doing is it's looking back at earlier times in your life, connecting you with that childlike playfulness, right? And what that is doing is it's kind of planting that seed in your heart so that you will move forward and bring that child back out to play again. Because I feel like we are just in such serious energy all over the planet with all the stuff going on. Potential wars and there's stuff going on over with, Russia and there's just so much stuff. So part of this card has to do with reminding us about our childhood, reminding us of that innocence. And then also what this card is reminding us about is, in this situation, these children are in this, there is this big home here and there's a guard here. So they are very well protected. So for me, this is also my card of reminding you that no matter what, it's got all this beautiful gold in here, is that you are always protected by spirit. And whenever you feel out of alignment, just call on your higher self, call on your angels, call on your guides, and they will come in and help settle whatever you are feeling. The last card, which is very interesting, is the Tower. Now, the Tower card is definitely one of those cards where it feels as though the rug is being pulled out from underneath us. Now, the thing is, especially if you live in the U.S., we have known for a long time that all of these things were going to surface. If you have been following, the news other than in the mainstream news, if you've been following, the people the truthers out there or whatever, we have kind of known that our country was going to kind of be razed to the ground so that we could rebuild. And I really feel as though this is getting closer and closer to that time for us in the U.S. So whenever you hear people saying about potentially preparing as well as you can, make sure that you've got extra supplies of things in case we really don't know what's coming towards us. We just know we have to be ready. So utilize that energy in the highest and best that makes sense to you. So this is kind of the stuff that I'm seeing that's coming towards us right now. And you know what? We'll get through it all together because that's what we do as a collective, right? We work through. Hello, Jean. How are you? So, does anybody have a question for me that I can pull some cards on? May I ask what my money finances will look like for June? Sure. Money and finances for June. You're right. It definitely is getting to a breaking point. You can feel it, right? I don't know about you, but I can feel it. Jeez. I'm good. Thank you for asking. I'm good. Thank you. Okay, so we are going to ask about Jean's money and finances for the month of June. Finances and money. Okay, well, before I pull your cards, I'm going to give you a goddess card. And this is my Indigo Goddess. This is actually my money and career deck, to be honest with you. And it's talking about a doorway. You're open to possibilities. So there's a lot of potential. There's a potential job opening. There are steps, of course, that you'd have to take in order to be able to make that happen for you. There is a situation where you could potentially walk away from an old job if you are currently working. There are risks, and there is a shift focus. So shifting in your focus would be maybe looking at a role that is a little bit of a stretch for you, so that it causes you to stretch, right? Opens you up for growth. But now I'm still going to pull your cards and see what else we've got for you. It's nice to have open possibilities, though, that's for sure. Okay, this is for Jean. What does she need to know for her highest and best finances and money for the month of June 2024, please, Spirit? Okay, first card. 4 Cups. 3 of Cups. And the Strength card. Okay. So first of all, Pentacles didn't come up. Pentacles is my money cards. But basically what this is really saying is you are looking for stability and balance. However, I feel as though because it is Cups, it's really saying that you emotionally are looking for a little bit more stability and balance within your own life. If you look at the body language of this individual here, he is looking at these cups. These cups are empty because he's, emptied his cups, and he's got his arms crossed over his body as he's leaning up against this tree. So his body language is pretty much shut down. And what he's not seeing and not recognizing, I don't know if you can see his eyes, but his eyes are looking down. And of course, this cup is coming towards him. So a lot of times when I see this card, I feel as though somewhere along the line, there is a level of rejection of something. And it's going to be different because I don't know what your circumstances are, but it feels as though you might be in a role that you are not appreciative of, or you're in a role that you really don't want to be doing, but you have to do it because, everybody needs to work and make money. So there's not a lot of, it doesn't feel as though it's really resonating with your heart. But what I am seeing is that very soon, because this would be leading up to your current situation, it does feel as though there are going to be celebrations happening for you. This is a harvest. So basically what this is really saying to me is that the potential is there. You have to put in the work in order to be able to find it, but I feel as though you will land whatever this is that you're putting yourself out there for, and that you will be celebrating with friends like, woohoo, I got the job, right? But the last thing that really is emphasizing this whole portion of your reading is your inner strength. So for me, what this is talking about is, going within yourself and recognizing that no matter what happens, you are going to be okay. Not to allow fear to come in or any of those things. This is also kind of a victory card for me as well, because she has learned to tame the lion, right? She's got her hands in this lion's mouth, and if you look at his body language, his tail is between his legs. So he's being very submissive towards her because he trusts her. But that's because she has earned his trust, right? And then you have the infinity sign here, which basically is that energy for me that says no matter where you're focusing your energy, whatever you're putting out there, whatever it is that you're going towards will be returned back for you, as long as you believe that you deserve it for one, that you really want it for another. And I feel as though your inner willpower and your inner strength is going to take you where you need to go. Do you have something in mind at this time? You're a Leo. That's awesome. I love Leo. And lions are my favorite. I want to show you. I just got this beautiful, can you see this guy? I got this beautiful lion. He's malachite. Isn't he pretty? I love big cats. I've loved big cats since I was a kid. So do you have something you're going for? It doesn't really talk about your finances at all. I mean, even the doorway is just saying that there's possibilities. So have you been putting yourself out there? I love what I do. I just would like to make more money. Ah, remote job. What do you do? Can I ask you that? Like, what's your field? Why don't you go into business for yourself? Have you thought of that? Doing something yourself? Do you have the skill set to be able to do that? Thank you. Anything that I can do from home. Customer service. Yeah, I know people who, I know quite a few people actually who work from home. One of them processes insurance claims. And she makes damn good money. She really does. And then I have another friend who does insurance. She sells insurance out of her house. Customer service, right? So are you doing that in a brick and mortar building, or are you doing that from home? Ah, okay. Well, I feel as though you can create anything that you want. I feel as though if you put yourself out there and you start looking and you start applying, I think that you would be successful. But it isn't really talking about your finances, really, right? Depends on the day, right? Okay, so hot sun. Wait. Hang on, let me go up here. Let's see. Angelina. Cheryl. Hi, Cheryl. Hot sun. What are Matt's feelings and next actions towards me? Okay, let me look at that. You're very welcome, Jean. Okay. Matt's feelings. So let me put this guy in here. Clean up my space here. And I'm going to put this guy back in here as well. Love. So love situation. For hot sun. Okay. Matt. Matt and hot sun. Okay. Spirit, can you give us guidance and insights as to a potential relationship between hot sun and Matt? Is there something there? And if so, can you give us guidance as to when or what? How they will move forward with Matt and hot sun. Okay. So your first, oh, it does not look good. It looks like sadness, heartbreak. Have you been in a relationship with this person already? Hot sun. So this card is about disappointment. This is about a heartbreak. Does that resonate? Is that the situation that you're in? I also see a delay here of some kind. This is a delay that is out of your control. So it could be a situation where there is a separation. Maybe that person is in one location, you're in another location. And what the Hangman is that this is a delay out of your control, a situation where you might not even be seeing this person. He's going through a divorce. Okay. Yeah, okay, delay. Well, I do see a delay, and I do see the 10 of Cups. So it feels as though whatever the delay is, which would probably be his divorce, I certainly wouldn't move forward at this time while he's going through that divorce. I feel all it does is muddy the waters. And that's just me personally. Yes, I'm old school. So I know younger people look at things differently than us old ladies. But for me, I would let him complete that part of his life. And then I feel as though things will pick up, and it looks like there's a lot of happiness there. But there is a delay, and I feel as though you might be feeling the sting of that with this 3 of Swords. Now recognize that the 3 is a minor number. It's a minor arcana. So it's kind of a fast moving energy. So if he's already working through this divorce process and procedure, unless it's, a messy divorce, because those happen too. But I'm going to put it out there. It's going to be a lovely divorce, meaning they both are in agreement and they're not going to try to hurt one another, which could represent that energy here as well, because there's always that intention, right? And the other thing is that you just need to keep your energy separate until this person is free and clear. I know it's hard, especially if you already have feelings for this individual. But I do see that with that delay, I feel as you'll have an epiphany. There'll be information that'll come through. It'll make a lot more sense to you as time goes on if you can be patient with this divorce proceedings. But I do feel as though the outcome is good. It's ugly. I had a feeling. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. Yeah, see, because I was picking up on that too. And as I could feel my heart kind of, sink as I was sharing it with you. Okay, so do you see a time frame or anything? Typically, I don't get time frames, and I'll tell you why. The reason why is because you can't really predict. There's just too many variables. And then the other part of it is it sets me up for failure. And I don't know about you, but whenever you're doing anything for someone, especially like something like this where you're reading their cards and you don't know, I don't know how serious people are about when they have cards pulled for them, whether they take them quite seriously or if they're just like, this is just a passing thing, a passing time or whatever. But for me, it's a setup, because if it doesn't happen the way that I would say that it would happen, it's going to happen, in 2 months or whatever, you're going to be disappointed. And I don't want to disappoint anybody. I don't really want to be held to a time frame. Does that make sense? Not that I'm trying to elude or back off from your question. I just have found that the timing is one of the hardest. I've been doing this for 40 years. It's the hardest thing to predict. Yes, I absolutely do. That's one of the reasons why when I do readings, if you watch any of my videos, I always take myself off the screen so you can't see my face, because most of the time, as soon as I look at the card, I close my eyes and spirit drops in pictures. That's how spirit talks to me, is with pictures. Sometimes I hear words, sometimes I hear phrases. For the most part, I see pictures, and then I describe what I am seeing. Some readers say that they don't. Right. Well, we're all different, right? And we all have different skill sets. And no, I'm not going to try to give you a time frame. I know it's hard, because then you know what's going to happen if it goes past that time frame. You will feel sad, and you're going to remember that. And so I would just rather have you allow it the time that it needs. I really feel it's all in divine timing. If it's whatever is meant for you will never, ever, 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 ever pass you by. Okay? If this man is meant to be in your life, well, Matt, so he is a man. If Matt is meant to be in your life, he is going to be in your life. You are being tested right now to find out whether or not you have the patience to be able to wait for this good thing coming toward you. You did get the 10 of Cups. That's one of the better cards in the deck. It's all about happiness, joy, happy home life, happy family, all of those things. Okay, do I have any other questions up here? Cheryl, I didn't see Cheryl post a question. Okay. Cheryl, are you still here? Do you have a question for me? Very good, Hot Sun. You're very, very welcome. Oh, Mark. Is Mark messing with my head? Okay, Cheryl, we'll pull cards for you. Guy named Mark. Is he messing with your head? What does Cheryl need to know about Mark and his intentions towards her? Is he playing games? Is he being serious? Does he have an affinity towards her? Can we get some clarity, please, Spirit? What would give her the highest and best information for her to make a discerning decision as to whether or not this is the direction she wants to go and commit time and energy to? Okay. Here we go. First card. Ooh, this is your mental anguish right here. So it's your thoughts that are balling you up. This is all self-imposed. Let's see where it takes us. Four of Pentacles. Looks like the guy's just trying to make money. It's like he's focusing on his money, focusing on job, his focus is on finances or his job space more than he is focused really on much of anything else. Is he a hard worker? Is that what's going on with him? The Eight of Swords. So the Eight of Swords, as you can see, she's all tied up here. And the swords are the way that we think, the way that we talk, the way that we think. And this is all self-imposed. She could easily get herself out of this situation if she changes her thoughts about things. So I think what happens with us is that we have a tendency as people, not just you, but we have a tendency as people to always allow our minds to take us to the worst possible outcome instead of the best possible outcome. And basically what I feel like is if you can change your thoughts, I think that things are going to go much more smoothly for you. What I see in terms of where his mind is fixated right now is making money or finances. I feel like for some reason that is really important to him. And as you can see, he has money before his heart. So what that is telling me is that he's putting his drive for his job, drive for his career, drive for whatever it is that he's doing, going to school, whatever it is that he's moving towards, he's putting all of that before his own feelings, right? Ah, see? Went into business for himself, and what's he doing? He is just trying to make a buck. He's trying to get it off the ground. So that makes a lot of sense to me. Now, the thing that I'm going to say is this right here is my marriage card. This right here is the marriage card. In terms of timing as to when all of this could potentially happen for you, I don't do timings. But what I will say is this is in your future. There is a potential that, this could become something for you. But I feel as though you're going to have to be patient. Either that or you're going to have to roll up your sleeves and help him get his business off the ground if that is something you can help him do. But this right here, golden card, beautiful card. This is my 1111. This is talking about, I don't know if you see that time on the clock. I see it almost every day, 1111. And to me, that's my angels. They're talking to me, telling me, and confirming for me, especially if I put something out there. When I see the 1111, that's my yes. Hello, Infinity. So for me, I feel as though there is a good potential here. I just feel as though you're just going to have to be patient, or you're going to have to help him build his business. And by you being a partner by his side, helping him with this, I do feel as though he's going to look at that very favorably, because I feel like whatever's happening with him, he's a little bit stressed out about this, getting this business off the ground. Does that make sense? So I hope that was helpful. Thank you. Sure. Ask a question. Of course, it's free readings. Yes, it's free readings. All I ask is I'm hoping, the whole point of this is I'm trying to grow my channel, my YouTube channel. So if you subscribe to my channel, to me, that is my payback, and I appreciate every one of those subscribers. Very good. I'm happy, Cheryl. Patience is one of the hardest ones. It is. It really is. But I do believe it's going to be well worth it for you in the long run if you can hang in there. Okay, so hello, love your card, Cheryl. 1111 pops up a lot, right? Yes. Yes, Infinity. How does RM feel about me? Does he like me? Okay, let me just go ahead and I'm going to pull from a different deck. Only because I just did that love relationship reading for her, and I want new cards. Okay. How does RM feel about me, and does he like me? And this is Infinity. I love your name. That's a great handle. Infinity. Oh, that's so awesome. I love 1111. I see it all the time. That and 222, which is another, that's another angelic. 222, 444, 1111. Wow, isn't that Lionsgate? Is 11/11? That's when the Lionsgate portal opens. Wow, that's really cool. Okay, RM. We're looking at RM and Infinity. This deck is so big, though, I have to split it in half to shuffle. And then I shuffle again when I pull it all back together again. I have these little itty-bitty old lady hands, and they just can't handle all these big, huge, fat decks. Look at how big this deck is. It's so fat. Well, 78 cards is a lot. Okay, here we go. Infinity, relationship. Does this person like her? What's the situation, please? Clarity. Oh, it's a bit of a mystery. 10 of Wands. And the Justice card. Well, you got two major arcana. The moon is a really interesting card. This is all about your subliminal stuff. So it feels as though, I don't know where you're from, but it feels as though there's subliminal messages that this guy sends you, if that makes sense. Like you're just gonna know what he's thinking. But it feels as though it feels as though he's carrying a heavy burden of some kind. Like it looks like he is coming to a completion or coming to an ending of something, but it feels as though he's carrying a heavy burden right now. So if there is a thing where you're not seeing as much interaction or contact with this individual, I feel as though it's because he is just so focused on what he's doing. That's the way that I see it. Now, the thing about the moon is that, yes, it is the mystery card. Yes, it's talking about your subconscious, where I don't know if you're a big dreamer, but if you dream, Spirit says that you should write down your dreams because those messages are coming from your higher self, and that is a way that they want to communicate with you. But the other thing about this card that is affiliated with this card is a layer of fear. So I don't know if this fear is associated with you or if it's associated with him, meaning maybe he does have feelings towards you, but he's afraid to show them. Maybe he's afraid to show them because he doesn't want to be rejected, right? But the other thing that I'm picking up here is that with this Justice card, it feels as though, even though he has this big, heavy burden, whatever it is that he's trying to complete or end, that he's walking away from something. I feel as though with this Justice card, he's looking for that truth and integrity. There is legal things surrounding this card as well. So I don't know if that is an issue for him at this time. But this legal thing could also be you go in front of the Justice of the Peace and get married, wherever it is that you live. I don't know. And then the last thing that I'm picking up on this Justice card is that, you know, the Justice card is about you being on the right path. And it feels as though there's potential there, but I feel as though it's not really immediately in this moment. So it would be one of those things where you would have to be patient with him if you feel that he's the one. Does that make sense to you? And you don't have to give me a donation. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. Okay, so. Okay, very good. Thank you. Let me go up, make sure I didn't miss anybody else's questions because let's see. Oh, you want to know if you're going to go to London next week. Am I going to go to London next week? So that would be a travel card. Let's take a peek. to London next week. London, travel to London. Okay, now let's mold these guys together a bit. Trip to London. Will I be going to London next week? Okay. Ooh, are you going there for love? Because your love card came up. Let's get down to the bottom so I can read these messages. Yes. Okay. Okay. So for going to London, I feel as though you are going for the right intentions, that you're going because you feel as though this is the right direction for you. I do feel as though with this night that you are going, you're going to have a lot of fun. It's going to be very passionate, very creative, very motivative. It feels as though you're going to have a lot of excitement while you are there. And then the last question is this Two of Cups. If you're going there to meet someone because of a relationship, I do feel as though this could be soulmate potential. This is my soulmate card. Two of Cups. Look at the way that these two beautiful energies fill up these cups. Now, the thing I want you to notice is both cups are already full, but they're adding more and they're mixing the flavors of their energy together. So for me, it feels as though it could be a situation where you either meet someone, you find someone, because this is in your future. This is definitely right here saying you're going, and I feel as though you're going with kind of your Queen of Swords energy. So Queen of Swords, so swords are all about, so if you're a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, this would resonate with you. Air energy. Air energy, and this Queen, she is my truth and integrity queen. And if you cross her, she can be quite nasty, is the energy of her. So for the most part, she likes to understand the whys of things, the hows of things. How do you come up with this conclusions? Like, why do you think the way that you think? Or why do you feel this? What caused you to believe this or whatever? I feel like you ask a lot of questions, or that you have that curiosity about you. But I do see that there's potential for love on this trip. So, yes, you're going. I hope that answers your question. Oh, you're going for your birthday. Yes, celebrations. Yes, that's awesome. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Very good. Okay, good. Yeah, look at the beauty. Look at how beautiful this card. This is one of my favorite cards. And this is a minor arcana, but I feel that this card is actually stronger than the Lover's card, which is the major arcana. And everybody always talks about that as being the big love. And I'm thinking it is, but I also feel as though this card is so underappreciated, because this is people coming together because they really want that soul connection. It isn't just a marriage. It isn't just a day-to-day. It is a higher vibrational energy. That's all I can say. So I hope that resonates. You can, but let me just make sure someone else has not asked a question. And I'm going to ask, if you guys wouldn't mind, would you guys please, if you're going to respond, use all caps, because when I'm on this side, the letters are so tiny And unless I do this and I'm squinting, I can't really read it. So if you would just put your caps on, even though it looks like you're screaming at me, I would be able to see your stuff much better. Tasha, are you still here, Tasha? If you're still here, I will take your question. Just pop a yes, I'm still here. And happy birthday, by the way, Gemini girl. Aw, thank you. You don't have to, though. You really don't. It's completely up to you. Okay, Tasha. So you wanted to know whether or not you're on the right path. Are you talking about your spiritual path? As long as you have subscribed to me and I get to have you come back and do more readings with me, I will be happy. This is actually how I am able to really keep a lot of my skill set current, is by doing this, right? Because I'm reading almost every day, but because I do mostly video, I don't have feedback, right? And this is my feedback. So a lot of people won't comment on the videos. They'll watch them, but they won't comment. So this is my comment. Okay, so Tasha, we're going to look at whether or not you are on your right spiritual path. Tasha, Spirit, what have you got for our friend Tasha? She would like to know if she's aligned and if she is in contact and in connection with her higher self. Is she walking the path that she came here to do as she came in physical body, physical form for this magical time on our beautiful planet? Okay, now let's mingle these again a little bit, and then we're going to pull cards. So Tasha, what I'm picking up right away is that your gifts are going to be coming online, meaning that your intuition is going to pick up. You're going to be able to have the ability to hear spirit. If you don't already, you probably already do and don't recognize or maybe not realize that that's what you do, but you hear spirit. Spirit talks to you, you hear them. That's what I pick up. A lot of clairvoyance. Okay. Tasha, what does she need to know, Spirit? Ooh, Emperor energy. Big stuff right there. Ace of Cups. Okay, here's what I gotta say. We got the Seven of Swords as your first card. This is my card of lying, cheating, and deceit around you. It does not mean it is you. It means that there's somebody around you you need to be aware of. You might know who that person is already. And one of the things that I'm going to say to you is, if you don't already understand how to protect your space, how to ground your body, you might want to start looking into ways to doing that for yourself. I feel as though as you're opening up, and I'm not saying this to scare you, so please don't feel as though that's what I'm trying to do. I'm not trying to sell you anything, any of that stuff, but it feels as though your gifts are going to really start opening up now, and it's going to feel a little scary for you. It's going to feel as though you're not in control, or that things are happening to you instead of for you, if that makes sense. And what Spirit is saying is, we've always got your back. You are going to want to learn some tools about how to protect your space, how to use the white light around you. Before you leave your house, every single day, you're going to want to put the white light around you, right? And the reason why you're doing that is because it's not only to protect you in terms of your energy, but what it's teaching you, I'm a teacher too, by the way, what it's teaching you is that once you get familiar with this bubble that you put around you and you're comfortable with this bubble, you know that you're safe. You can walk into a room knowing that you're safe, but at the same time, that bubble kind of acts as your antenna. You are able to read the room very quickly. You know if you're walking into a situation. You know when somebody is trying to diddle with your space in some way. So Spirit says it's really important for you to learn those skills, okay? Not to scare you, not at all. It's just a thing to protect you, because as you open up, right? When you open up to Spirit, a lot of times what happens is downloads will really start coming in for you. And they want you to feel as though when these downloads come in, that they don't freak you out. They're trying to slow things down for you a little bit. But because Earth is also going through her ascension process, things are ramping up. So they're just saying that you need to know those skills, okay? And you need to be aware of the people around you. And you're going to be starting to discern whether or not people are, BSing you, are trying to con you, are trying to manipulate you in some way. And for some reason, that's really important that your little spidey senses come online. But then what we have is this Emperor energy. This Emperor energy could represent a man in your life. It could be a significant other for you. When I see this card, I think of an entrepreneur. I think of a guy that is kind of the divine masculine energy, very comfortable in his space. I feel as though this energy could be somebody that you look up to. This could be someone that may be a mentor for you. This could be somebody that you are going to get into relationship with, because your next card is the Ace of Cups, and that is saying a new love opportunity is coming. I don't know what your current situation is, but the other thing about this card is I feel as though you're going to look up to this individual, whoever this represents for you. But at the same time, Spirit is saying that even though this person has accomplished a lot of things in their life, or has done a lot of things, and maybe you have not, you are this person's equal. So make sure that you always recognize your sovereignty, because it's going to be important for you. Excuse me. And then your last card is this Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups is a new opportunity coming in that really resonates with your heart. This is an opportunity that is you're going to have to do something with. A lot of times it's the hand of God saying, this is something that is going to make you feel really good about yourself. It does associate with relationships, but it's also your inner voice. And so, like I was saying, in terms of your spirituality and your growth, I do feel as though a lot of things are going to be kicking off for you here, especially through the month of June. I feel like June's going to be a big month for you, Tasha. Does that make sense to you? Perfect. Thank you for the confirmation. Okay, let's see. What else do we have up here? Let's see. Am I on the right track? Yes. My other question is, will M Sagittarius come with me next week? Okay, let's look at that. Yay. See, this is a benefit for me too, because I get immediate feedback. I love this. Okay, I'm switching decks again. Let's go with this little deck. I like this little deck. Very good. I'm very happy. Okay, Sagittarius. Wait, I forgot the question already. Sorry. Sagittarius, my other question is, will M Sagittarius come with me next week? Will M Sagittarius go? Is this someone you have your eye on? You're very welcome. I hope you come back. I get a lot of joy out of this, so I hope that you do too. And you know, sometimes people, I know we're all in different financial situations, and you know, paying for a full reading is sometimes a lot, and so I want to give back. And besides, I have committed, when I was given this gift back in the 90s, I psychically opened up, and I'll tell you, it was not a lot of fun. It was not a lot of fun back then. There was nobody to talk to. We didn't have the internet yet, right? And I couldn't find like-minded people, so I banged my head a lot. So Tasha, just to throw out there, you know, if you find yourself going a little stir crazy this week, please feel free that you can reach out. You know, I'll try to help you as much as I can. You can just email me at info@dawnwilliamstarot.com, and I'll be happy to, you know, communicate with you. Opening up psychically and, you know, intuitively can be very unnerving. I went through it, so I know what you mean, right? Okay, here we go. We're looking at M Sagittarius. M Sagittarius. Traveling with you. Well, she's going with you next week. Seems like you're going to have a really good time. Okay, very good. Thank you, Tasha. Okay. Hierophant. Hierophant is about blessings. Knight of Pentacles. There's money. And the Ace of Pentacles. So it's not really giving me a full, well, it is giving me a yes, the potential is there, but have you extended the offer? Dang, 11-11. That's awesome. So the Hierophant is talking about, so the Hierophant is my card. This is a Taurus card. I don't know what, you said he was Sagittarius. This is my card for Taurus. But at the same time, this card is also that card of this individual, if this is representing his energy. This is a person that has 1 foot in the spiritual realm, 1 foot in the physical realm. This person kind of works through that whole gamut of energy. The other thing about this card is this is the card of blessings. So it feels as though if you were to extend the offer, I think that that would really open up that door for him. His only hesitation may be the money aspect, but the Knights are about moving forward, taking action. Even though the money may be an issue for him, I feel that he will make it work, okay? Somehow or another, he will make it work. And the other thing about it too is with this Ace of Pentacles, it feels as like a new opportunity is coming in. This would be associated with career or money or health. So it is a thing where I feel, I don't know, that money is going to be one of those things that's going to be predominant in this if you invite him to go. Does that make sense? Does this guy have money? You haven't asked him yet. Yeah, you're going to ask him tomorrow. Or it could be a work situation that would keep him from going. That would be the only thing that I would say. But this is a yes. This is a definite yes. Whenever you ask a yes or no question, this card definitely is a card that would say yes, that he would go. Now I need to know whether or not he's going to go. Does that make sense? Possibly because of work. Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be enough time, but I feel as though his energy is like, once you propose it to him, I feel like he would be very excited about it. But I feel like he could make it happen. Yeah. Definitely. Okay, RSN. Can you please do a general read for month? And you're a Scorpio. I'm actually going through my June readings right now. I haven't gotten to Scorpio yet, but I will be posting that online. But for you specifically, I'll pull 3 cards for you and see what's coming for you. But I'm not going to do a full reading. Yay, good. Okay, here we go. What does RSN need to know for the month of June? Queen of Swords, Truth and Integrity. Oh, the Sun. Oh, that's a beautiful card. You're going to have a great month. It's going to be a really prosperous month for you. And then you have the Temperance. Okay, so you have 2 major arcanas in 3 cards. Okay, that ought to tell you something. Oh, I'm so funny. Okay, Queen of Swords. So the Queen of Swords energy, this could either represent a female, a significant other. It could be somebody that you know, could be a boss, could be a co-worker, could be a bunch of, it could represent anyone that is feminine. This energy is about patience and understanding, is this queen. And she's also my queen of honesty and integrity. So, honesty and integrity, she sees things quite clearly. This is a queen you do not want to go up against in a negative way. She will always have your back as long as you are truthful and integral, whatever the word is, have a lot of integrity with her, right? The Sun, this is the best card in the deck. This says that the Sun is about nurturing. It's about growth. The Sun is shining on you. It's like everything golden that can possibly happen to you is going to happen to you. Now, what I will say about this card, this is also my card of children. So if you're in a relationship, you might want to consider that your other person may be very fertile at this time. And if it's not if you're not looking to start a family, just be aware that that energy is there, okay? Just be aware of that energy is there. The last thing that I'm going to say, though, is the child in this card also represents the wall that we have. And I was talking about that earlier in my reading. I had pulled cards just for the collective as to, what we were going to be facing within the next couple of weeks. And the 6 of Cups came up, and that card is the card of children as well. In this situation, what it's saying is it feels as though you may have built a bit of a wall around your inner child or that playful side of you, and that spirit is saying you're going to want to let that little child come out in the sun and play. So that is going to resonate something different. Thank you. I appreciate the capitals. I can read it so much easier. The energy here is really saying that you need more playtime, that you're quite serious right now. Maybe it's because, you're looking for work or a job or whatever it may be that is taking you away from that. But I do feel as though if that is the case, the sun's going to shine on you. Those things are going to get resolved. It looks like a very prosperous time. Now, the last thing is this Temperance card. It is saying, this is my angel card, so you are being protected, you're being guided. This card is also my patience card. You're going to need to be a little patient. I don't know in regards to what, but it is saying that patience is required in order for you to be able to get the end results that you're looking for, is what I'm hearing her say. Can I have more clarity, please? Yeah, it feels as though you're juggling a few things. It's like, I see, normally when I see her, I see she's got one foot on the land and one foot in the water. So when I see that energy, I know that one part of her is working from her ego self, the other part is working from her spiritual self. It feels as though there's a lot of this kind of balancing things that you are doing right now. And what she's saying is, if you decide in the month of June that you are going to be signing any kind of contracts of any kind, doesn't matter what it is, if it's you go start working for a new company and you have to sign a non-disclosure, or you're going to go buy a new car, or you're going to go buy a new house, or you're going to go buy a boat, whatever it is that you're going to be having a contractual agreement with yourself, read the fine print. Make sure you understand completely what it is that you are agreeing to. What else, Spirit? It's going to be a great month. It's really going to be a very nice month for you. I really feel like it feels as though the pendulum is kind of swinging the other way now. Does that make sense? It feels as though there was a little bit of a stagnation or something going on with you, but now it feels like things are really starting to move in your favor, because you've got these beautiful cards, for one, and that's just the energy that I'm feeling like things are picking up for you. So I hope that helped you. Hooroo. Yes, you can have a reading. Do you have a question, or do you want me to just do a general overall, what do you need to know kind of a reading? Hooroo. Ah, awesome. Just make sure you read the fine print. Oh, you probably already know that, though, if you're, going into a business, you know that already. But Spirit is just, that's what her energy is all about. She's just really trying to cover your butt, and she wants you to be smart about your business, right? Smart about your business. Even though we get excited about things and it's like, yes, this is like my dream, just make sure that you know exactly what you're aligning yourself to. Yes, I do feel as though it's moving for you. It does. It feels like things are swinging in the other direction, into a more positive direction for you, RSN. Wuru, are you still here? If you're still here, please post your question. You're very welcome. Okay. Well, I don't see a response. Well, the bitter part of it only hurts you. So I hope you find your way to resolve that. I know it's hard, because I've felt that energy myself. You're welcome. Well, I don't see a question from her, so I am going to go up here and ask, can I ask one last question? Will I win the first place at T tomorrow? Is that what it is, T? Hi, Shannon. Yes, I'm going to pull the cards for another person, and then I'll pull cards for you. Will I win? Winner, winner. Tomorrow, Gemini. Geminiki. Okay, T. Very good. Okay. Here we go. Whoops. We're going to pull cards. Will she win at T tomorrow? Win at T. Oh, is there money involved? Because it looks like if there's money involved, it looks like you will win. Well, I'm going to say yes, because you also got a major arcana. And if you look at all three cards are bright yellow. Yay. So I don't know what T is, but if it's got money associated with it, I feel like you're stepping into the purse, into the prize. Yay! Well, now I need to know whether or not you win. So I hope you write me and let me know, because I'm going to be thinking about you tomorrow. Oh, that's funny. So yes, your answer, it looks like it's a yes to me. You have all these golden cards, you have a major arcana here, and then it looks like you're going to be looking off into your future as to what you want to do next, right? Truth and integrity. Yeah, as long as your attitude is about truth and integrity and you're winning it in the most, positive and honest way, I feel as though you've got it. Okay, Shannon, what did you want? You wanted let me scroll up. Can I have just a general reading? Yes. You know what? It's fine. I mean, I'm very gracious. I'm grateful for the idea, but I don't want you to feel like you're committing to anything, because I think you should just enjoy the winnings. How exciting! And I wish you all the very best. Now you're going to be like so amped up, because that level of expectation is going to be there. Okay, general reading for Shannon. Shannon Lee, what a pretty name. Are you Irish? Is that Irish? Very pretty. Okay. Spirit. Yes. I was just told to change decks. Okay. After I did all that shuffling. Well, this is a fresh deck. General reading. What does she need to know for her highest and best? Can we look at the next couple of weeks, or what is going to be helping her in this moment that will take her out for the next couple of weeks? Can she have some insight for her highest and best? And anything that she needs to know of, to be aware of. Yes, you're Irish. Beautiful. Okay, my dear, it looks like work. It looks like you have got your nose to the grindstone. Oh, and look at the Two of Cups is coming in. Are you in a relationship? Because it looks like you are going to be in a soulmate relationship. Your first card is the Eight of Pentacles. So this to me is your card of skill. This is your skill set. Like if you look at him, he's working on this pentacle here. He has all these other ones complete, right? So he has been very busy, very focused on job, making money, building his, building his estate, building his wealth, those types of things. So it feels as though that energy is kind of what your focus has been up to this point. What's coming in for you in your immediate future, if you're not already in a relationship, this is my soulmate card. Now, this is completely up to you whether or not you're looking for a relationship at this time. But if you look at the card, it looks like two people coming from two different walks of life. They are exchanging energy. It is overseen by the angels. This is that card of commingling heart space, or somebody that you really resonate with. Someone that, this is the person that I feel is going to be a catalyst for the next portion coming in for you. Do you know who this is? Do you already know who this guy is, who this person is? Now, the last thing that I see in your cards is the Seven of Wands. And the sevens are all about building confidence. And that is about building confidence. It's about building your experience or utilizing exact same experiences. But if you look at him, he's kind of on this mountain, meaning he's the top man. He's top of the mountain. And at the same time, he is defending his space. So for me, it looks like somebody wants to knock you off this mountain, or knock you off of a pedestal, or something along those lines. And I don't know if that even resonates with you. But at the same time, this is that card of speaking your truth. This is a card of being able to say no. If you're a person that has a difficulty saying no, this is my card of creating healthy boundaries. This is my card of speaking up for yourself. This is my card of stepping into your sovereignty. What else do we want to know about this, please, Spirit? It just feels like you're going to be stepping up for your belief system, whatever that means to you. So I don't know if it's a thing where you're going to be challenged by someone close to you, or if it's a challenge external to you, maybe in your job space, something like that. But I do feel as though if you're coming from a place of truth and integrity, where you're very, passionate and motivated about your feelings about things, I feel that you're able to express those in a way that is not offensive to others, but gives them clear communication as to where you stand. And for some reason, that's going to be important to you for the next couple of weeks. So that's what I'm picking up on you. I don't know who the guy is, but somebody's coming in. Okay. Okay, so do we have any other questions out there that have not been asked? Go up a little higher. You're very welcome. It's exciting though. Somebody's coming in. It's going to be a good one. With the new contract signing, can I expect new job offer in June? RSN. Will the job be extended? Will he start his new role in June? Okay, let's see. Queen of Cups, focusing on the happy. Queen of Swords. Are you working with women? Ace of Wands. So with the Ace of Wands there, I would say yes. But I feel like it's going to be more towards the back end of June, towards the end of June. Does that make sense? Because you have the queens. I don't know if these people are representing like your HR department or those people that are putting those contracts together for you, whatever it is. And the other thing, of course, the Queen of Cups has to do with emotions. And she focuses strictly on her emotions. So for me, what this is telling me is this could be representing you at this time, even if it is a female and you're a male or whatever your gender may be. I am picking up the energy of what the card represents. And this is really about focusing on those things that make you happy. And that's where your focus really needs to be. Your focus needs to be on those things that make you happy. And when you do that, you're also bringing in clarity for yourself. You're also bringing in truth and integrity into any situation that you're moving into. And I do see that this Ace of Wands is your yes. This Ace of Wands is that card of the offer of passion and creativity and inspiration. This is a action card, so I feel as though it's coming in for you for this month of June. Yippee! Congratulations. That's exciting. Big changes coming in for you. Okay, well, I have been reading now for an hour and 40 minutes or so. So I think I'm going to close this session down for tonight. Just for those of you who are here and are still listening, I probably will do my next live in the evening on next Tuesday. Maybe possibly Tuesday night. But I'll post so you'll know. I feel yes. Yes. Yeah, that opportunity is coming in. Yep. Okay. Well, thank you so much, you all, for being here. I appreciate you giving me the feedback. And I look forward to chatting with you during my next live. Until then, take very good care of you. And we'll chat again soon. Bye-bye.